Hello everyone. In this one, we needed to work with the two-dimension arrays, another example, and creating a custom method. So let us see what we're gonna do. So, for example, we want user who specify the size, who they say what the size of the array, for example. Okay, so for example, we can ask how um, tall will the two dimension array b. Okay, so this question, and we can say just a row, how number of rows, so this is the first question we can ask the user. Also we can ask other use questions. How wide will that two-dimension array be, so also those would be related to the what columns, columns, yeah, would be number of calls. So this question we need to get dynamic two-dimension array. So we are going to do, for example, n number of rows will be equal, and again, if we do console, if you forgot, if you do console read lines, okay, will be have an error because this is read lines. Whenever coming from keyboard, we're gonna go see we cannot implicitly convert string to the end, so everything reading from the keyboard will be string. So we're gonna do the convert this one to the end by creating end dot pairs. Then we'll put this one. So we're gonna read by this way. Rows will be number of rows, and also the same things we're gonna do. Let me copy this one. I'm gonna copy this one. I'm gonna do end columns will be equal and this one. Okay, so now we ask the user number of rows, number of columns, and we put this one. Then we create the two-dimension array. So then we're gonna go creating our two-dimension array, and which is square bracket with the comma between them, and we call, for example, our array equal will be new int and rows comma columns. So we by array this 0 0 0 1 1 0, this is like a 4 by 4 4 by 4, okay, or whatever. You can do something like this. So this is the all shapes of the dimension array. So we go back. After we go back, we need now uh, filling the arrays or the dimension array. So by do what? Nested loop for int I to 0, and with the rows. So rows first, then I plus plus, then we go another one for j equal to 0 with the columns. Okay, so then here we are gonna type so please enter location, or we can do something like our array. We copy this one, our array, open curly bracket, then square bracket, then curly bracket 0, and comma, then another curly bracket 1. Okay, then close, then square bracket here. So this way will we have then row column. Okay, row and columns. Okay, rows and columns. So we're gonna go with the row, not row and column, actually I and j, I and j. Okay, so I will be 0, j 0, then I will be 0 0 1, etc. Okay, so now I'm gonna do read console dot read lines read line will be just read line, meaning it's just a stop for a while. Okay, then I want also printing out this what I have done. I have um, and also will be our array. So this is printing out. This is only printing out. Our array will be I comma j will equal int. Now we ask user input the ask user input the data. So int dot parse open console dot read line read line enter like this. Okay, so this way let me run the code. So for example, ask me input the how many rows, bit 2, how many column 2. So array 0 1, then 2, then 3 4 5, and etc. Okay, read k here, this one read k. Okay, all right. Next, we need to create the piece of code that doing printing the two-dimension array. Okay, so again, we're gonna do the two nested loop for I equal j, and this would be rows, and the second one would be j equal to 0, and this is will be columns. Okay, then here I'm gonna do console write line. I can do like this. Our array I comma j, and then close, then plus, then equal some space. Okay, so we'll give it a nice lock. Okay, then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do right line just to print new lines after every rows printing. Okay, so let's run this one. I have a 2 times 2. I have a 1 4 5 7. So our array 714 and 75. I have something wrong. Let me double check. Let me see. I think I know my mistake. It should be this right, not right then. Okay, let me run one more time the code. So let us do 2 times 2. I have a 1, 1, 2, 2. So I have a 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay. If I do another one, 3 or 3 times 2, 3 times 2. So I have a 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have a 4, 4. So I have a 2 rows, 3 columns. It's great. Okay. So that's we have um, um, we have run printing. So now what I'm gonna do here, if I click right here, quick actions. If I do click here and quick action, so I click here. So actually, I'm gonna highlight this piece of code. Highlight of this piece of code. Then that's for printing, only for printing. Then right click anywhere where the highlighting. Then a quick actions. I'm gonna use extract method. Extract method. Click on extract method. So extract method apply. So I have a new method. I'm gonna call it, for example, printing array. Printing array. So I change the name, printing array, and I'm gonna here do printing array as well, you know. So now we have a method called printing array. So now whenever I want run this code, I'm gonna call this method. Okay, so let me run the code now. 2 times 2, 1 2 3 4. It's printing 1 2 3 4. Okay, so the benefits here is that we're creating a method, so we can, if we have a multiple array, I can call this method only to method to become, and this is become private static void method. Okay, you can extend it the same code, but the code that C# created for me like a independent method.